All right, guys, just want to talk to you a little bit about this Rmax thing. Um, I'm not a complete, don't like Yamaha guy or love Yamaha guy, but I have Yamaha Banshee, Yamaha Apex. Always had Yamahas, liked Yamahas. I kind of want to do this somewhat for myself, somewhat for you guys. I never got to see one up close yet. I wanted to see something that compares to my General XP. So I hope you like what I did. It was windy. Really sunny, which was fantastic, but didn't make for the best footage. And this unit is already sold. I met the new owner. I'm hoping at some point he's going to give me a ring after it's broke in and we can get together and do a little riding. So that's why I'm calling this part one. I'm hoping part two is going to be him and I exchanging pleasantries and hitting the trails and doing a little playing. See how this XP handles the Rmax. Overall, I think the Rmax is built really well. My General's on 32s. There's a little bit of different, like I said, there's some differences there, but as far as stock suspension to stock suspension, it looks like it'd probably be a pretty good matchup. The interior seems a little small to me compared to the General. There's definitely not much foot room. No door handles on the outside, which is an inherent Yamaha thing. The aftermarket, I'm sure we'll pick it up at some point, and there'll be a lot of stuff to look at. At this point, there's not a whole ton from my understanding. I talked to the dealer about a multitude of different things, one being heaters, full doors, half upper doors, windshields. All that stuff's available. I guess it's kind of lagging behind right now like everything else with what's going on in the world. But it is out there. You can buy, it sounds like pretty much anything from Yamaha for it. And then, like I said, when the aftermarket picks it up, it's going to be, just like the General, you'll be able to probably buy anything for it. So I enjoyed looking it over. I think it's pretty neat. Looked at the base models, looked at the 4-seat, and looked at this limited edition. So I hope you guys enjoy. One other thing that I wanted to mention is, as I was looking at the belt stuff, Steve from Power Sports One told me that they've had this dealership for about 10 years, and he said he's probably only sold about 3 belts for any Yamahas. We know Yamaha's clutches is set up pretty well. So that's one thing, plus the 10-year warranty. So if you do burn one up, you can be pretty assured that it's not really an issue, which is pretty good. I talked about oil changes, that kind of stuff. I looked it over pretty good. I didn't get everything on camera that I looked at, but it looks like the oil changes aren't too bad. He said they've done a few. Doesn't seem to be really much of an issue. The hole underneath is skid plated with steel, and it's all welded to the main frame. I mean, the thing is definitely built beefy. Again, I didn't get a chance to really put it through its paces as far as driving it. And I will get that chance. I will find somebody who has one and actually get a chance to run them here real soon. But I'm pretty impressed with the quality of the actual build of it. I don't know that I'm necessarily would trade my General for one at this point, but I do like it. And I think if it was in my radar when I was looking at the Generals, I definitely would have had a little harder time deciding which way to go. There's a few things I didn't like about it. Just like anything, I have things I don't like about my General as well. So I think somebody will get some value from this. Just if you haven't seen one yet, there's a couple things you'll probably pick out that you like or don't like, just like I did. But I think overall it's gonna be a good seller, and I think it's gonna be fun to see what it does against the XP at least. Regular Generals even maybe, but I think the XP is definitely where its niche is going to be with the bigger suspension and the 30-inch carnivores, and the XP comes on the 30-inch crawlers. So it'll be exciting to see where we can go with this thing. We have arrived. Let's go see what this Rmax is all about. Talk to our guy Steve at Power Sports One. Okay, so we're at Power Sports One here. They have an abundance of Rmaxes, a couple bases. Here's a 4-seat. Pretty sharp looking rigs. Kind of stinks to lose the box, but seats are fully adjustable in the back. Slide forward and backwards. Doors seem pretty solid. Base models. Alright, boys and girls, so we're here at Power Sports 1 today, taking a look at the first Rmax limited edition that I've been able to find. Just wanted to kind of do a walk around, differences. I brought my General along just so we can kind of compare side by side. The blue is a really nice blue. I wasn't sure on the blue when I first bought my General, but this looks nice. So we got 30-inch carnivores. We got the Fox QS3 shocks. It looks like my phone's freaking out, but it looks like it's guarded up well. Got the factory sliders on it. Looks like they're mounted really well. See the metal flake in the paint. LED taillights. So they're not higher exterior arms in the back, but they look pretty beefy. Like a stamped arm to me. First we got a dump box. Levers on both sides. Right here. Works really easy. Here's the motor. Looks like the plugs are easy to get at. Drains the oil. I understand that you can't change the belt on the trail. I'm not sure why I don't see that yet, but we'll figure that out. So that's way down in there. So I would assume it looks like a lot of plastic and body parts got to come off. No outside door handles. Not sure how crazy I am about that. She looks pretty tough though. No doubt about that. Integrated tow hooks. You see they're actually part of the frame. That's a good idea for tying down. The bottom front A-arms are arched. Really tiny front sway bar. But the way it's mounted is really stout. Looks like the front is closed up really well too, as far as keeping mud and dirt and such off the driver and passenger. This has got a 14-inch rim. Here's the General's 15-inch rim. Hop inside and see what that's about. Got a nice threshold for getting in. Easy in and out. Here we got our 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive diff lock. Headlights. Digital dash. different modes. We got our GPS. We have to move this thing because it's really hard to see. This is an LE, so we have the adjustable shocks, adjustable suspension, a lighted winch button. This does not have a park feature, parking brake, but no park feature. Seats seem decently comfortable. Decent storage. And this has a feature where you can actually take this out of here and use it as a camera or just a tablet, which is kind of cool. I'm not really sure how much I would use that feature, but kind of a neat thing. Frame looks pretty beefy. Again, it looks like it's sealed up pretty decent from here. It's got the Warren 4,500 pound winch up front. Full metal skid plate, which is pretty cool. It's actually welded right to the slider. It's probably not very easy to do some services on though, because it looks like it's all welded on to the main frame all the way back. But I would say it's definitely very strong. These front arms are a stamped arm. It looks to be stamped. And then underneath, they're welded and gusseted. I'd say they're probably pretty strong. And the attachment points are definitely strong. As opposed to the General, which is a solid tube. They're attached right to the frame. Got a few accessories on it. It's not as tall as the General overall, and it almost looks like it might be a little bit shorter. Show just a little bit of the storage. So we got a glove box. Not too bad. We got this little overhead area. One thing I do really like about it is this bar. So basically, you just push this button here, the bar slides in and out, pretty slick. Kind of hard to show one-handed, but. And over here you got two cup holders. You got this center console, toolkit. It doesn't look like this comes out of here, so like that is it as far as the center console storage. You got a little pocket here. You got a whole bunch of switch spots for adding accessories. There's a little knee pad there. Surprised there's no... Oh, yep, here's the drains for the floor. So you can pull those out if they get wet. Got lights. Imagine when you turn the thing on. Yep, so it's got some little lights there. On the other side, all the gauges are lit, which is pretty cool. Or all the buttons, I should say, not the gauges. I want to take a look at this 4-seater right away too. Door handles on the inside as well. It's got this little door. And this is the opening to get into it. So I'm gonna climb in and see what this is all about. Whoa. I'm like 5'8". Four cup holders. Well, more or less, they just put the seats in the box, which I guess works, but I'm 5'8". Here's the base model, 2-seat. So you're gonna cover a few differences. Still has Fox shocks, non-electronic adjustable. Obviously the frame and everything's the same. Still got the sliders on it. Doesn't have as nice of embroidered seats. It's got 30-inch Dirt Commander tires. There's a lot of this stuff looks the same. Obviously you don't get the nice gauges and the GPS and all that. As far as legroom, definitely not as much legroom as a general. Just can't really see without the door open, but you know, that's it. It's not super comfy. I'm trying to find the seat slider. It's all the way back right there.